Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Carrying water is a major issue for those of us who are nomads, who live in our cars, vans, or even RVs. Whatever rig you're in, however big or small the rig, you got to be thinking about how much water can you carry with you. For most of us, we are boondocking because that's the cheapest and it's the best. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best. Look at me, look where I'm camped. Okay, this is where I want to be. I look around, I don't see anyone around me. And that speaks to my heart, makes my heart very happy. So I'm a boondocker. And that means coming out of town, sometimes far out of town, and I need to have a certain amount of water with me. I've always been in larger rigs, so it was never a big deal carrying enough water. I've moved into my Subaru Forester, and now it's a very big deal. I have so little room that, you know, I've always carried a jug, something like this. They make them square. The size and the shape changes dramatically. This is 3 gallons, but that's not going in my Forester. So what I've always carried the most, because I really like the practicality of 1 gallon jugs, are Arizona tea containers. These are super high quality. I have owned some of these for at least 5 or 6 years. So these are $3.50 because you buy tea and you get the jug for free. And so if you like tea, then you're set. Just go buy some tea and you'll have the very best jug, 1 gallon jug you can buy. So I love these, but they're not practical in my car either. I need things that will fit in little oddball corners. So I can fit one in this corner, there's a little spot, and one over there, and one under this seat, and one back here, and this is almost good enough, but not quite. If I want to carry 5 gallons or 6 gallons of water, I have a hard time getting this in the car. So the next thing you might think about is just a whole bunch of these. These are just 1 quart bottles. This one is made by Nalgene. It says so right here. Nalgene created the water bottle industry for the outdoors, specifically for backpacking, and they are the name. You can still go buy Nalgene and they're still the #1. And this is Walmart. And this is 32 ounces. They're both 32 ounces. And the reason I bought metal one is, well, they're indestructible, of course. It's stainless steel. And you can throw it in the fire. So you take the lid off and you got a fire going. You can just set this in the coals and you can boil water really quick and for free. 4 of these to get to a gallon. You need 8 of these to get to 2 gallons. But I don't think this is a practical solution. Becoming much more practical is this 64-ounce Nalgene plastic bottle. And so this is a very good choice. It's square. Everything else is this is round, and round is terribly wasteful for space. You waste so much space. Now, still tucking a lot of these away, but this is still a good shape, and this is a very viable choice. I really like this. I definitely am glad I have it. But this isn't a very practical solution. Now, what is a practical solution? And so this is an MSR Dromedary. Now, this one's only 10 liters, which means it's 2.5 gallons. This thing is so incredibly well made. I have 2 others to compare it to, but none of them compared to this in quality. These are incredible, but as you can see, it's a bag. And I'm not going to empty it out now, but I could empty it out and it would fold down flat. And so there goes your storage problem. You use water, it goes away. The next one is the Sea to Summit. This is superior quality. This is a much better shape. I can set this in a corner, and as long as it's got some support, it will stand. It's 10 liters. It's a really good bag. I like it a lot. Now, I don't like the lid, the cap, nearly as much. Nalgene, they created this standardized cap, and everything, don't buy anything that doesn't use a standardized Nalgene cap. This cap should go on all these bottles. You can buy water filters with this Nalgene screw-on thread that will fit all of these. So I love this bag, but I hate the cap. Now we come to the HydraPak, and I like this one quite a lot. And later on in the video, I'm going to call it Hydro Flask. So anytime I say Hydro Flask, just think, there's that 70-year-old guy, and there's another of the many senior moments. It's a HydraPak. And I like the size of this a lot. You can see it stands nicely. I think I can tuck that in a lot of places. It's good, solidly well built. This one's only 8 liters, which means it holds exactly 2 gallons, no more. These others hold a little bit more. Really well made. Good handles. I like the handle a lot. The key failure is a very complicated lid. But now this has a hole in it, and it has a plug that goes in the hole, but this does this. It just snapped right on. Now I can set it right down here. It doesn't leak. And now look at that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's simple. You just leave this sitting like that, and you can always wash your hands, get it up a little higher, put it on the hood of the car. So here I am at the water fill station. Here's the Hydro Flask, the seat to summit, and over here is the Mountain Safety Research MSR Dromedary. As you can see, it won't stand on its own anywhere near on it, close to it on its own. And it took a little like 2.5 gallons, and the seat to summit took about 2.5 gallons, and of course the Hydro Flask is only 8 liters, so it only took 2 gallons. But these two both stand on their own. They don't stand on their own. You know, that's not going to stand there. But with anything to lean against, both of these will stand if they have something to lean against. This is intended, the MSR is intended to lie flat, and so it doesn't stand at all unless it's supported on all sides, really. So the easiest to fill was the Hydro Flask. It wants to stand upright on its own. The next hardest was this one, which the Seat to Summit, which filled pretty easily. I wouldn't say it was any issue, but it doesn't stand as easily. And by far the hardest to fill was the MSR. After going through all those water containers, what did I ultimately decide to do? Well, the key thing, as I said earlier, is that the bladders will tuck into a tight space. And in a car, you can't waste any space, and that's the huge advantage to the bladders. So I've got 2 of the bladders tucked away right here, the 2 small ones, and they fit in here super well. You know, they just kind of conform and mold to the space that it's available. That's where I've ended up putting it. I've also gone ahead, and in the back, there's lots of little cubby holes open the back hatch, and I've just stuffed in the largest amount of water I can. I probably got a gallon or 2, or maybe 3, I don't know, stuffed in corners all around. And I think that works really well. And one of the things that we didn't really talk about was the little cheap 5-gallon containers of water that are plastic and collapsible. I've owned one of those. The very first thing I bought, 30 years ago, probably now, in 1995, when I first moved into my van, I bought one of those, had it for a while, it failed, and I had a flood. And I've never owned one since. They're super cheap, $5 to $20, and buy one of those 5-gallon collapsibles, and go ahead and get one. That's all. That's fine. It won't serve me, and so I didn't even consider it, and I don't even think I recommend it. But I know people have been using them for a while and really like them. So I also are carrying these. I told you that these are my favorite. These are the Arizona Tea 1-gallon jugs. You can buy this for $3.50, $4 at Walmart, I think. I love these things so much. I have never had one fail. So let me show you how I would carry water, a couple of gallons of water back here. This actually works pretty well. This sits right in here comfortably, pretty easily. And then this one kind of went in just like that. Yeah, and then it goes right in like that, and it doesn't leak, and it works real well. And I can carry 2 of these on the other side, 2 here, 4 of those, and then all the water I'm carrying in the back, and the 4 gallons right there. So it works out pretty well. So there you go. That's how what I've decided to do with the water in my tiny car. If you're in a small car, maybe something like this will help you and help you figure out what you're doing. I hope you got something out of this, and this makes your life a little better. It gives you ease of mind and relieve some of your fears. How am I going to carry water in this car? You can do it. It can be a little expensive. These bladders are very expensive, but it can work. So if you got anything out of this video, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you on the next video. I'll see you then. Bye now.